Alright, so I'm gonna have to say SummerSlam was freaking wild this year. Um, Very surprised. I know a lot of people were actually kind of not surprised that it happened. But for someone who just got back into WWE and someone who's pretty much gullible for a lot of things, I enjoyed it. And I made a list in terms of who won, well, who I predicted, and which one I was right and which one I was wrong. So let's get to that. All right, so here is the list that I did for Twitter. Here's the first one I posted. This is the SummerSlam prediction for night one. Here we go. So I thought CM Punk was going to take SummerSlam. I thought Jay was going to win SummerSlam. I thought Alexa Bliss and Charlotte were going to take it, as well as Sammy winning against Karrion, Randy Orton, Jelly Roll, and Roman and Jey Uso winning. Well, there's actually a few I got wrong. I'm really surprised. 4 out of 8 wrong. See, there you go. Someone already posted that. I'll say check my repost because you need to read that. Anyways, so I did a repost. Da, 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 da. Here we go. So this is which ones I got wrong. Gunther versus CM Punk. I was half right. He technically did win, so I was right on that. Tiffany Stratton won, so I was wrong there. Roman and Jay, I was right. Randy Orton Jelly Roll, I was wrong. I actually thought he was going to win because I feel like most celebrities, and correct me if I'm wrong, they usually win most of the time. It was an interesting way to see Jelly Roll because he was getting his butt kicked by Drew and Logan. So, and that's expected, in real life. If it actually really happened, I'm sure Logan Drew easily destroy him. But they had to make him more of the story, and I think Jelly Roll is going to come back and do more because I think how it's gonna work is that they're just gonna boost his way up. So which kind of makes sense. And Jelly Roll did a really good job at what he was doing. So I appreciate that about him. Raquel and Roxanne and Alexa and Charlotte. I was right on that. And I'm so happy I was right because I really loved Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. So, and it was a scary match. I actually almost had a heart attack watching because, man, like the thing where Alexa's accidentally hit Charlotte in the face and she like knocked out. I was like, oh crap! As soon as that happened, I was like, they're gonna lose now. That's just how it is. And then Charlotte, looking at Alexa, thought that Charlotte was gonna freaking turn heel on her. And then, well, that didn't happen either. Charlotte, saved her. Thank freaking goodness gracious. So I was very, very happy that win. With Sam and Karrion, I didn't care too much. I don't really see a point of the match. There are rumors that Karrion might be might WWE might not be renewing his contract, so it's probably why they had like their last match. I don't know. I don't know what they're really doing with that, so I guess we'll see in the future about that. Sure, all good for me. Um, with the Tiffany and Jay match, I thought it was a really solid match. It was pretty good. Um, Tiffany is obviously way better. I just thought they were just gonna give it to Jay. To be honest, I didn't really have a reason why. But I'm glad. So Tiffany's defending her title 7 times, and it's been the longest reigning women's champion, which is insane because it kind of makes me wonder how many days that each woman had it for. So it's really interesting. Roman and Jay, very good way to start the the event because man, it was so good. Like I really see a different character that Roman's doing now because 4 years ago Roman would have been super selfish and wouldn't help anybody. And man, when he pushed Jay out from that spear, I feel like Roman's taken so much hits from Braun that night, like more than any other wrestler in a long time. Like Roman just kept taking hits. And Roman still hasn't got his shoes back, so I feel like that's gonna be his new journey this year is get his freaking shoes. Bronson, I was really surprised when he did that suicide dive off the ropes. Man, that was crazy. And yeah, man, no, it was a really good match. I'm glad that I kind of like the direction they're going with Roman. Roman's more of the supporter role now. They're giving more push for Jay again, just giving that be able to get the pins. So I thought that was really great. Now the last one, Gunther, CM Punk, Very, very solid match. I really enjoyed the match a lot. You could totally tell they were both pouring their hearts out, and they really did show how scary Gunther is. And like Gunther smacks, dude, man, he had slapped the crap out of CM Punk. He was just dying from all those slaps, and I think his chest was bleeding for a little bit. But I did hear rumors that like Gunther kind of broke his nose before SummerSlam, so they were already going to try to give him a break and make him lose anyways. But I already put down before that. I already put down CM Punk was going to win, and yeah, there's a part where like Gunther was actually bleeding. I never seen that from Gunther at all, so it was kind of a surprise to see that. And obviously they had to find a way for Gunther to lose. And then CM Punk went with the GTS, worked out perfectly. Um, so that happened, and the crazy part was we're like, okay, cool, CM Punk won, whatever. But then in my mind, I'm like, oh, please, please, Seth Rollins, just 1% chance to come out somehow, and he did. He freaking came out as soon as I said that, and then when he came out, um, I thought it was gonna be like, okay, well, he's injured. He's just there to say, like, kind of like what The Rock does with his promos, where he comes out of bad blood and then doesn't say anything, walks out. I thought that was gonna be the same thing with Seth Rollins, but damn, he came in faking his old injury of his knee. Never didn't even happen. He just dropped his crutches, and I noticed that when he was walking on his leg with the bad knee, and I was like, wait, aren't you like not supposed to do that? Why are you walking like that? And then boom, comes off totally fine, runs in there, cashes in, and defeats CM Punk. And I was like, man, he does not give CM Punk a break. And I felt bad, man, because CM Punk really was really happy with the heavyweight. He was crying and everything. I was like, oh, man. So, there's going to be a lot of surprises for tomorrow for SummerSlam, because if I know correctly, if Seth Rollins was able to fake a injury, who knows the possibilities of tomorrow is going to happen. And here's my theories. The Rock is going to come back. Either Cody's going to lose. No, he might actually win. But Cody will turn heel. Or The Rock just comes back and the John Cena will turn heel. But then he'll lose to Cody Rhodes. So this is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, crazy matches tomorrow too. So I'm pretty excited for those. But anyways, yeah, the today's I would say today's SummerSlam was amazing. I really enjoyed the matches. They were super fun to watch. I would say my favorite one was obviously I think the Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair was my favorite match to watch tonight. Surprisingly enough, and I really like the Roman one, was pretty good. Roman J, and CM Punk and Gunther, best way to end it. Great way to freaking end it. It was just so good. Really, really good. Anyways, let me know in the comments what you guys think, and let me see you next video. Peace.